Hello, this is Lisa Russick with the podcast We Are All Psychic, and today we have yet again the most fabulous, the beautiful, the ever knowledgeable Miss Marissa. Hello, Marissa.
Hello, hello.
And we have Gandalf, stand-in co-host over here, and you can't see him, it's because he's in shadow. Only true shadow cat believers will see the whole cat. I don't see the whole cat, so I must not be. Anyway, speaking of beliefs, Marissa, do you still think we're all psychic?
No.
You changed your mind? Oh, yeah, that's right. You had said no.
I did change my mind.
Change your mind.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
So you already changed it. Okay, you still there? Still where you were?
I'm still where I was, yeah.
They said some people don't have souls. That's what the reason was last time.
Yeah. I think that some people here are made here. Like they weren't made like some of us were. Like,
that makes sense.
From source. I think they are almost like NPCs or... Yeah, that's what I think.
You know, nobody's talked about the NPC theory on this podcast. We had someone a long, long time ago, and we called the podcast Be Aware. And it's just slipping my mind. Her name, she sends emails out. I still get her newsletter, and I can't think of her name right now, but she talked a little bit about it. Just a little bit about the Galactic Federation and the, you know, the stuff like that. So, so what do you want to tell our listeners about tonight?
Tonight we're going to talk
first things first. First things first, I'm going to interrupt you.
Oh yeah.
Happy New Year. Aries season starts tomorrow. Zodiac season is over this year, and it starts again tomorrow.
What? No, we're already in Aries season.
No, Aries season. It's not midnight. Aries season's. Oh, we're Aries season. Oh, why is April 1st the new year then? Is that the witch new year?
April 1st is the real new year, and they call it April Fools because they fool you into thinking that it's not. Because
New
year, the new year does not start in winter time. Winter time is a time of resting, and now we're into spring, and here we are. We're ready to come out. We're ready to start.
Sounds like
our new year. Yeah,
it's been this month, man. March was a crazy whirlwind. I mean, I can't believe it's still in March. It feels like it went forever, but then it sped by too. You know, it was really kind of weird.
Aries season is chaos season. That's why.
That's why it's all confusing. Coming out of the Neptune phase we were in, and now everything's moving into Pisces and the astrology, and I can feel it. It's getting watery in here, mergy and melty, and. But
Taurus season is coming up, so
yeah, that'll be fun. That's my birthday. The whole season is my birthday. So, Marissa, what do you want to teach our listeners and watchers? Oh, and watchers, this is a video podcast on Spotify and YouTube. It will be, I hope.
Oh yeah. All right. So today we're going to talk about astral projection and lucid dreaming.
Yes. So, Marissa, where would you like to start with this? Would you like to tell your personal experiences, like the first time you realized, the listener, she's always astral projected, right? You've always astral projected and been.
I've always lucid dreamed, and then I started astral projecting a little bit after that, and then voluntarily astral projecting. So there's like a difference, but
okay. Well, however you want to describe this and teach it to people, how they might be able to find this ability within themselves too. That'd be great. Or just tell how you did it. Maybe they'll get something out of that.
Yes, that's exciting. Okay, so astral projection is where your soul basically leaves your body, and in the astral plane, you can go to many different places. You can go to planets, you can see past lives, everybody's experience, you can go to the Akashic records, and you actually don't necessarily need to leave your body fully to experience any of that. It's basically like remote viewing. So
I was wondering, yeah.
So I can sit here, and if I get real still 15 minutes just sitting here, I can start to see things, which I am in a group. I can't say it. I can't say
secret society system.
It is kind of a secret society group. Yes, we'll say that. We are a group of people who actively lucid dream. Some of us are learning to lucid dream and figure out what is really going on, basically. So what's really going on if we're in a prison planet, and what entities are controlling this realm, how we stop the reincarnation process, and stuff like that.
I'm interested in. How did that? Well, what? Go back to that one for a minute. Stop the reincarnation. Does that mean we get to live forever in our same bodies and stay young and healthy unless we get killed or die otherwise by accident?
I'm working on alchemy and the Philosopher's Stone.
You're gonna do it. Yeah. I'm convinced it exists somewhere. I'm convinced.
It does.
Somewhere it does exist. Yes.
I know. Well, we are trying to figure out what is actually going on.
Okay.
Some of us have woken up in places that our consciousness seems to be being stored somewhere, and that's why our dreams are so controlled. Like, a lot of people cannot lucid dream.
I can. I have before, but I can't do it on purpose. I haven't been able to yet. So
I'm also trying to teach that too, but it's basically there's different levels and ways and things you can do to get to that process of lucid dreaming.
I know it's an introduction to stuff right now.
Yeah,
at the top. So maybe Marissa will continue to come back and teach us if she's nice enough to do so. And she is nice enough to do so. I know.
I'm nice, and I will do that. But
okay.
I was the whole group started because I was looking for somebody who had a similar experience to what I was going through. And I feel like me and you were talking about it and how this podcast needed to happen. And something was just not letting it happen. I know we've been talking about.
Yeah, my stomach. Because I even said I had to work, but I had a weird feeling the thing was off all morning. Things kept going.
We've been talking about this for 2 years.
We have.
Astral projection one.
Yeah, I even had someone else do an astral projection series, and that was a couple years ago. It's always time for a new one,
Yeah, heck yeah.
Another perspective. We've never had anyone really talk about astral projection too much. So, and as many perspectives as I can get on it, I would love to have, because I haven't, as listeners, if you're a regular listener, I don't knowingly astral project. Yeah. I feel like I do in my sleep. To do work is what it feels like.
Yes.
And I'm exhausted when I wake up sometimes, though. You know what I mean from that feeling?
Yeah. I've had to ask my spirit guides to let me rest from doing any type of astral work. I need human rest. Okay.
It seems like we can even ask, and they're still come on, just one more night. Just one more night through this last push. For what? I don't even know why. Consciously. So tell us what's going on, though. What have you guys found out?
Okay, so the group started because I had been experiencing these weird lucid dreams. Forever, I could control my lucid dreams. And when you get into a lucid dream, you can go back to previous dreams that you've had. You can create your own dreamscape. You can control the dream, control the people, everything in it.
Okay.
But as of the past year, my dreams had started getting controlled to where I wasn't able to control my lucid dream. I was aware that I was dreaming, but the entities in my dreams would not let me do anything. It was almost and people talk about, that they're scared of lucid dreaming and how they're demonic beings in their dreams and stuff like that. It's a whole other story that we'll go into later. But, it's really nothing to be scared of. They're don't ask the time in your dreams. I've heard that one before.
Really?
Oh, yeah. I'll fight these entities.
I thought that was from the movie Inception. I don't know. Again, I remember something weird about that. But they took that a lot of stuff from myth and mythology and folklore and put it in that movie, though.
Oh, yeah. I watched that movie. Yeah. That was a good one because it's true. You can go in a dream, within a dream, within a dream. And I've woken up in my dreams like that and kept having lucid dreams, and they're like, how do you keep doing this?
Isn't
it
weird? And it's like hours and lifetimes and hours and lifetimes. And it's like,
I remember a month ago where I was in a dream and I was walking around and I was lucid, and I look at a lady and I go, oh my God, am I dead? And she goes, no. She's like, you're just dreaming. She's like, it's fine. You'll wake up soon. And I'm like, all right, thanks. And I just kept walking. And they try to distract you. Sometimes they'll try to, if you are living like a good lifestyle, like I'm pretty chill, like I live a good lifestyle, but in the dream, they've been trying to control my emotions.
What's the purpose of that?
To feed.
What does that mean? Listeners might not know what that means.
So this realm, this physical realm, is based off of fear. They feed off fear, anxiety, depression, worry, anger, and they want you to be that way. That's why everything that you consume, it has an effect on your emotions. So the things you watch, the things you eat, the people around us, what you're doing to, the people you keep in your life, but it has an effect on your emotions, and they want you down. They want you low. They want you taking all antidepressants, all this stuff to keep your mind where it's at. And they want to feed off that, and they love that. And I try to keep a sound mind, and I try to be calm and meditate. But in my dreams as of lately, they've been trying to create scenarios to where I get angry or sad or emotional, and they start to feed off me. And then I wake up with my energy and my heart just like so mad that they're doing this. But yeah, ways to lucid dream, guided meditations. Paul Santisi on YouTube is amazing. He actually was the first person to get me out of my body voluntarily.
Oh, okay. What was his name again?
Paul Santisi.
Okay.
He has like guided meditations on YouTube. He's really good. Mm-hmm. And then, just frequencies and stuff, listening to them, they'll put you into a meditative state, laying on your back, getting really, really tired and falling asleep, like in a chair. Go sleep somewhere where, it's not really normal. So not like, don't sleep always in your bed.
Yeah. And
stuff like that. Love you.
Love you. Boy. Nice to meet you. I love you.
So funny. Sweet. But yeah, falling asleep in places where you won't normally fall asleep in. And like I said, laying on your back, smoking the green can cause you not to dream.
Or remember your dreams, really.
Yeah. Or remember your dreams, yeah.
The short-term memory thing, yeah.
Yeah. But smoking mugwort will help you remember your dreams. I couldn't
sleep if I smoke mugwort. I don't think it's really harsh, but it's a stimulant for me. Everything affects me differently than a lot of other people. It's a stimulant for me. It's just like I drink a Mullen tea, and
it's yeah. You should do it in the morning then, and then maybe it'll work at night.
It's so harsh, though. It's harsh for me to smoke. But, I do have a dry vaporizer. I could try that because I do that with cat. So, yeah.
I know, like, coffee, it makes me sleepy.
Yeah, does it? No, it doesn't do that to me.
It does. It makes me so tired. Caffeine.
It's like the only thing that gets me stimulated. And if I have too much, it's like the hardest drug I can do.
Girl, I just do my tea in the morning.
So I kind of want to step back a minute. I have a question about them. Who are they? Who are the bad? Who are the negative entities that want to feed on anyone? What are they? Who are they? Like, what are they?
Okay.
Are they energies? Are they spirits? Are they entities? What are they?
So there are actually a bunch of theories. We have yet to really find the actual source, and we are working on.
What do y'all suppose at this point? You don't know, but you're just kind of guessing. Where are you at right now with it?
We are talking about an anomaly. And this anomaly is basically in a void space. So you have the astral space, the lucid space, and you have like the void space, which is all completely different. And when you start to lucid dream, astral project, you'll know when you're in the void space. The void space is you'll be laying there. If you're ever laying there and you kind of feel like you've gotten out of body, but it's pitch black and you hear this like whoosh, whoosh, whoosh.
Yeah.
Sound.
Like your heartbeat or a different kind of whooshing?
Like a jet airplane is going off in your ears.
Huh,
and it's just going like that.
I've never heard that. Yeah.
But you're in the void space at that point. In that space, you can create your own reality in the astral realm and go back to that place.
Wow.
Like whatever you create in that realm, you can visit anybody. They can come to you.
It's almost like a video game. It sounds like a VR kind of setup.
Yes,
yeah.
Yes. And so with that.
Hey, watch out. Hold on, sorry. Boys. Sorry, listeners and watchers. The boys are fussing and fighting around lots of candles. Hey. Boys. Get your, oh my goodness. Okay, I think they're done. I don't know. They're probably going to break a sound bowl next, so we'll see. I can't believe they're not on fire. Oh my God. Okay, I'm sorry, Marissa. I did not mean to interrupt you. The cats just were all of a sudden.
So this anomaly is...
That was an anomaly. They're breaking up your discussion of the anomaly. They were trying to make it not happen.
I know. I did a meditation on this before I got on here, and I definitely saw an entity just like kind of staring at me. I saw like half an eye, and it was just like wrinkly skin and just like an evil eye kind of. It was just really weird. But we'll talk about that later. The anomaly, I have not seen it myself. Just what I've heard is basically like this creature is like a bottomless pit and it has these tentacles, but I assume that they are energy cords and that's how it attaches itself to you. I believe Gaia, Mother Earth, is her own entity, but she has been taken over by this creature, this thing.
Okay. And like another, like a Gaia, like another type of entity like Gaia, or is it like a other?
By the anomaly.
Oh, gotcha.
Yes.
Gotcha. Okay.
So I believe that Gaia has been taken over by the anomaly, and the entities that are involved, I'm not going to say they're grays or reptilians or anything like that. I don't know. I just know the energies that I have felt that have taken my consciousness over and have tried to, the things that I've seen have been really intense that put me sometimes into a spiritual psychosis almost. Yes. And then I started studying what abductions were and all the signs and symptoms and all this. And I'm like, oh my gosh, they can actually control your reality and make you see something that's not actually there. And sometimes I'm like, Lisa, are we actually talking right now? Or is this just what they're showing me? You know what I mean? Like,
did you say something, Marissa?
Don't do that.
I'm just looking with you.
I don't know. Like, I've seen some crazy stuff. Okay. Like I see beings all the time and I don't, you know what I mean? Like nobody's.
It happens to me too, but I don't talk about it. It's just I'm so used to seeing stuff like that. Yeah. It's my mind's eye though, but I'm where I feel the presence with energy of something there and what it is and what it's about. The empathy tells me that, I think.
Yes.
But I don't know what it really is. You know, I mean, it could be anything showing up as anything. And, you know, we've had talks about like people who do astral project, say, into yourself. Yes. And I did talk about that one incident on the podcast in a specific episode, but I won't talk about that. It was an explicit episode. But
I do teach protection to all the students that I've taught astral protection. First and foremost, protection, how to protect yourself in the astral. And I teach them white light, you know, crystals, all of this.
I know we're about to get into the actual projection part of it, but I just want to kind of ask, I just had this thought before it goes away. I do want to ask, like, what is the exact distinction between astral travel and a lucid dream? Is it because you can interact with other people?
Okay, so a lucid dream, it's usually where you can control it.
Okay.
My situation is completely different. I've been basically what we would call compromised. Not everybody in the group has been compromised. I have been seen, and they have caught me basically. So I'm working on a way to get out of this controlled space. But the difference is lucid dreaming, you can control the dream. You can control everything that goes on within the dream. Astral projection, you can't really control it. So you're laying there, you get out of body, you're in your room, you're in the space you're in, and you're like looking all around. You can't really control anything. Where you go, if you think about where you want to go, you can go to those places. You can travel to wherever you want to go, but it's like, I can't do what I could do in a lucid dream.
Yeah.
Like what's there is there.
Okay,
like
I understand. You don't have as many infinite options, basically, as you would in a lucid dream.
Well,
or imagination is the limit in a lucid dream. But I guess in an astral thing, you're like, the atmosphere can change without you controlling it. Is that kind of what you're saying?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And like, say like this in a lucid dream, you could just make it disappear and
yeah.
But like if you see it in the astral, that's what it is. Now, if you're in the astral realm and everything looks the way it is, but like your door is on the other side of the wall, that means that you're starting to fall asleep. And you're not keeping your mind awake.
That happen before sleep. So where I'll look up and I'll feel it. My legs and arms are going.
Yeah. So
my windows are like going like this, and my eyes are closed. Yeah.
Yes. So you have to come back to your body, because that means it's what we call the Alice in Wonderland effect.
I love that.
It's like it's starting to change, but then you get back out. Like you come back to your body. Make sure your mind's awake, your body's asleep. You come back out and you can do what you need to do. Like make sure you're staying, and then you can go back to doing what you were doing.
Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like we should just stick with lucid dreaming for this topic, for this podcast.
Okay.
Just keep because this is a really dense subject for us to get into. We haven't really talked about this like this on the podcast. And spend about 30 minutes. So I kind of want the listeners to digest this. Let's talk a little longer about like the lucid dreaming. And then maybe if you want to come back as soon as you want to, we can maybe make this like, a series until you feel like you've told all the instructions and parts of the stories that you want to, if you wanted to. Does that sound good to you?
Yeah, I love talking about lucid dreaming. Yeah.
Okay, I would love that. But no, just for now, we'll finish up with the kind of like an introduction to the whole like lucid dreaming is what you've been doing. And building up to astral projection. And I just know I'm going to have so many questions when we get there that I'm like, well, this podcast could be like 3 hours long and no one listens to the whole thing except me over and over. So like a whole life is listening to the podcast until I astral project.
I know it.
But no, I do have a question. Do you know of anyone have you been able to teach everybody just about who's asked you to? Have you been able to teach them to be able to lucid dream at will? Or is
everybody's
it still kind of hit or miss?
Everybody's different. So I am not, but the thing is it's not like yes, I have 100% accuracy on teaching somebody how to.
I understand. That's what I meant. I'm seeing how hard it was difficult or. Well,
you have to take into consideration what everybody's doing. Like I can't sit there with somebody for the full, like for me, it took me 3 days to voluntarily astral project.
Okay.
And that's because I had time. I had no interruptions. The kids were at school. I could lay there in my room. I was off from work for 3 days straight, and I laid in my room for the full 8 hours that my kids were in school. Dropped them off, came home, laid there in the bed. Every time I would go falling asleep, wake up, and I would do it. It's focus. It's determination. Like, it's, if you want to do this, you can.
I've never done that. I've never done what you're talking about. I'm like, whoa, it's brilliant.
it's determination. Like, it's crazy. Yeah. But after you get it the first time, you know what the vibrations are, you know what to expect. And it's scary. It's scary. I mean, it's freaky, you know, I mean, it's not scary. It's freaky.
It's unusual. Like, so anything we don't know what's happening, we're going to be a little afraid, you know, for losing control too, you know.
I still freak out, and I've been doing this for years. Like,
I've had it where I feel like I'm getting somewhere, and then I will start getting excited. Like, you know, if I'm trying to astral project, for example, I'll get like excited when I see this blue light. Is what happens to me. Is I see like a blue glow in the darkness of behind my eyes. I actually see the blue glow, and I start going towards it. And the closer I get to it, that's when I get that flailing arms feeling. Yeah. And I'm like, I feel like I'm about to, and then I just go, oh, what is happening? And then I can't.
Well, if you get too excited, if you get too scared, like, some people will feel like they get stuck and then they get scared, but you just have to calm yourself down. Yeah.
The times I haven't been scared and I'm really almost there and I'm not excited, a cat stops me every single time. They're like, and I've told other people that who astral project, and they're like, oh, you're not supposed to yet.
Yeah.
Like, what does that mean?
Well, the astral plane it depends on where your mindset is. So if you have a low vibrational mindset at the time, you could be on a lower level of the astral plane. Like, if you feel
being protected from going there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like if you feel depressed, you could be on a lower level. And
that makes sense.
If you get out of body, you could start to see like negative entities, demonic entities. I don't like the word demonic.
You know, maybe all those trances I used to do with Sam, the trance traveling, could be astral projection. I didn't think about that, because we would do I don't know what that, more like trance. I don't really know what to call that, because my guide Sam and that cat who was just running around shadow cat in spirit cat form, and I used to do trance work. Yeah. And that's before he was even born, you know. And I would take my clients, I'd tell them what I saw with my guides when we went into like the lower world and upper world and stuff. Like, we just knew those terms to use. And from reading about shamanism. But we would go to these, what I call people's places. And their places are just like, and if I told the client or someone I'm doing this for with Sam and the cat, I called it the cat at the time, because it never had a name. And if I was doing it with them, I don't know why I never named him. Isn't that weird?
Yeah.
And his name's Kendall. But Sam, we go and we see where these places were, and the people we tell them to would say, yeah, that's that resident. They'd be like, I know that place because of blah, blah, blah. Usually it's a place they go to in their dreams or daydreams, or a place they went to a lot as a kid and were really happy at. So it's like, usually it's a real place, but sometimes it's like, you know, the fire pit, you know, or the planet. One time it was like I think somebody had like a spinning disc in space that was all rainbows, and that's where they lived, you know, or their place. Yeah. It's their place. I don't know what else to call it, you know.
There's so many places out there.
Yeah. Every person has at least a few places.
Heck yeah, I've been to some.
So, Marissa, if listeners want to find out more about you right now, already in this one first introduction to your series, where can they find you or find out about you? Is there anything you want to, like, you have a website or anything like that you want them to know about? When you want to be mysterious.
Yeah. I have to keep it mysterious.
Oh, I like the mystery. Somebody has to come find you on the astral plane, I guess, and get it out of you.
Yes.
What's your URL?
Wait. Okay, so I have to get this out. Okay. So 2 things. 1, the Dream Maker. There is an entity named the Dream Maker. I call him the Dream Maker. He has been following me in my dreams. He stops me when I'm lucid, and he will put me in a room. And like the first time I met him, he brought me into a room and he sat down and he had 2 bodyguards in suits. And he looked at me and he goes, "Do you know who I am?" And I said, "No." Like, am I supposed to? You know what I mean? Like, I don't play when it comes to these entities. Like, don't try me.
Right.
But anyway,
yeah.
because we have gifts in the astral. We have gifts now. We just have not accessed them.
Yes.
Like, we are so limited right now. But it's coming. Anyway, so he tells me he's the dream maker. And I'm like, okay. And we had, oh my God, it felt like 5 hours of conversation. And then he turned the dream into sexual. And I'm looking at him and I'm like, why are you doing that? Like, I could feel it, the energy. Yeah. And he was like, it's a distraction. And I'm like, okay. Like, somehow he's not wanting me to lucid dream, but he's teaching me how to
fight through the distractions.
Exactly. And I'm like, what is going on? But in another dream, he told me if I kept lucid dreaming, he would kill me in the real world. And I said, bring it on then.
You can't. Or is he a real person? Is he saying he's a real person?
Yes. Like, these entities are very real.
Is he a person who's astral projecting that you're meeting? Or is this an entity?
I don't know. He's been different characters each time. Like the second time, he looked like a guy from Hunger Games. He wore like this really nice suit and these high-heeled shoes with like dangling.
Oh, like the city people, like the inner city people. Oh, weird.
Yeah, he was really weird looking. And then, he told me he'd kill me. And there is a man that my group is searching for because he has all this information, and his name's Dagon Magus, and we are looking for him because we have a bunch of questions, but he is no longer active. He had a full website. He had everything talking about lucid dreaming, talking about these entities, what we're supposed to be doing, all this stuff. But I think he got compromised, and it's fine. Like, we need his help, basically.
Yeah. And maybe he just kind of went underground for some reason. That's kind of what I'm feeling.
Yeah, I think he did. And we are actively hoping he will come back on.
I feel like he's watching you, wherever you're doing, whoever that guy is. I don't know what you're talking about, but I do a little bit from just.
I hope he's watching. I feel like I'm being tested.
I feel like there's just people around y'all watching in the astral. Yeah. You know, and I feel like there's what I understand of the astral planes. I want to call them planes because it doesn't feel like it's just one place. It feels like it's just like a lot of layers and layers and layers and layers of stuff and all around and a ball, and
it's everything.
Yeah, it feels like that energy you're talking about it's in there. It's in all, like, a lot of the layers is what it feels like. And that one feels like it's with other energies too. You know what I mean?
It is, yes. Yeah. I don't know if I'm allowed to talk about what it is yet, but the next podcast I'll let you know if I can.
Yeah, you find out in between. Yeah.
But I know that there are entities that are watching us and hoping we succeed in what we're trying to do.
That's
because
true. Yeah.
There are layers to this realm that people, like these other entities, cannot enter.
Okay.
So the help that we ask for on certain things that we need, like, it's so complicated. It's complicated.
It sounds like it, but hey, what else we got to do but get through the complicated muck?
I know it.
Thank you, Marissa. And lastly, do you have any, like, advice to anyone who's hearing this and they're like, what are they talking about? But they kind of know, but they don't know if they want to talk about it. What advice do you have for them? Hit
me up. I need to know what you questions you got, what you're thinking, what you've been doing.
And she says she'll let you know next podcast where you can find her. She's going to be mysterious on that too. So if you can't find her in the astral realm before the next podcast, she'll let you know where you can find her in this realm.
I'm pretty hidden in the astral realm. Yeah, those that know where to find me know where to find me. But
that sounds so cool. Thank you, Marissa. And I would like to thank
Yeah.
our sponsor, Everclear. Everclear is an advice app and website where you can get advice from psychics and empaths so you can get the clarity you need to create the life you deserve. And again, Marissa, I love you to death. Thank you for coming on tonight. And we'll have you come back on whenever you want to talk about this.
I'm excited. I love you too. Thank you.
I'm excited. And listeners, watchers, I love you. I love you. I love you. You say it 3 times. And you know what it means? It means you didn't say it once. You said it twice. You said it 3 times. That's what it means. You mean it 3 times. It means exactly what it is. Thinking that's what she's saying. Exactly what it is maybe exactly what it is.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, the weird in life that we try to make sense of, maybe it's just weird. I love you. Listeners, I love you. Watchers, I love you. Peace out.
Bye.